Thank you. Where will you go? 4 simple, commonly used words. A simple question? Not at all. Because within the question lives a declaration. Where will you go is wildly different from where might you go? Where do you think about going? The word will implies a choice has been made to take action, something beyond trying. As Yoda would say, do or do not. There is no try. So where does this power, this courage to choose to act come from? It actually dwells within every one of us and is accessed when we choose to live our most authentic self, when we live in integrity, when we usher up our unique characteristics that are only ours. Where you go in life, in relationship, and work, no matter where it is you choose to go, will be guided by you accessing who you are, letting your essence come forward. If you think about it, there are only a handful of things we're not at choice around. We don't choose to be conceived or how. We don't choose our gender at birth. We don't choose our birth order. I'm sure my little brother wishes at times he could have. He survived tickle torture. But the fact of the matter is, once we leave the womb, we're pretty much beginning a lifelong passage of living at choice. And that's what the world needs us to do. It's what it needs us to be. We don't need rinse and repeat. Richmond doesn't need another me. It needs each one of you, being you, bringing to the party your unique gifts, your voice, your energy, your curiosity. It will not be invented here until it is unleashed here. Too many women give our power of choice away. A lot of people choose a path that's already been traveled by someone else. I'll have what she's having. Or we choose a path that someone else has chosen for us. You should go here. You should do this. And they probably have our best interest at heart. They love, they respect us. But we're not really choosing. We're just kind of accepting. And now, it's not that any of those kinds of choices are bad, nothing wrong with them, but when we are not unleashing our essence, our true self, our unique qualities, we are not accessing our highest and greatest. We are not living fully. I actually spent the first half of my adult years cruising more than choosing. I chose where to go to college, who to marry, when to have children, pretty much on autopilot. Again, not bad choices, because there are 2 amazing young men in the world today because of those choices. But as I was approaching my 40th birthday, I began to feel like life moving forward was nothing more than living out the choices I'd already made. There was nothing significant left to choose. And that left me feeling really powerless, hollow. So I began to ask myself some really hard, honest questions about where I wanted to go, what I was curious about still creating, what was my potential that I hadn't unleashed yet. Well, the answers to those questions are somewhat revealed by my being here today. Every choice that I have made since has contributed to my being right here at this moment, at this time. And I'm thankful. No one can take the power that you have to choose away from you. No one. No matter what circumstances you're in, no matter what your challenges are, no matter what choices you have made to date, you still have the power to choose where you will go from here. No one can choose to think for you. No one can choose to feel what you feel. No one can choose what you will respond, how you will respond in any situation. Each one of you chose to be here today, I hope. Why? What will you do with what you hear? I invite you to leave here today at choice. Make a declaration around something you will do. Now, the beauty of making a declaration, you don't have to know how you're going to do it today. You simply choose that you will. Get curious about what's possible for you. Get curious about what you haven't created yet. Get curious about what you can invent. What choice will be made today that will invent something that we will all benefit from in the future? Where will you go? I want to live in a world where women and men choose to access their power and their potential. Will you?